Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you're very welcome. My name is Couscous and this is the Get Ahead family. As a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Today we're going to be looking at the student visa application page, the UK student visa application page, so that you guys will see before you apply. It is very important to know what you should look out for before you make that application, because one of the frequent reasons for refusal of student visa application is errors in the visa application. Like I've always said, when you receive your confirmation of acceptance of studies from your university, the details in the CAS is going to help you apply for your student visa application. So what I'm going to do is use my CAS that I used previously to apply for my student visa. I'm just going to show you guys details in the CAS so that you know what to expect, and then let's just go ahead to see what is in this application. So if this is your first time, do well to subscribe. If you haven't watched this visa series, please do well to stop by to watch, because you will learn a lot. We talked about everything about student visa, the amount, the documents, for everything you need to know to apply for dependent visa as well. And wow, that video is all encompassing. So yes, let's get right into the video. Remember to subscribe, remember to like this video, share also to people you know it will help. Share, because I feel like a lot of people need this information but they may not come across this channel, so please, it's your responsibility to get it into their faces. Share on your timeline, share on your social media, and this is also a way to promote the channel, because the channel needs to grow. After all the work we put in, we need to grow, of course. Okay, so yes, let's get right into the video. I'm going to be recording my screen. This information is on your CAS or contact your sponsor to get their license number. So let's go back to my CAS that year. Here is my CAS. Sponsor license number, Queen Mary University of London. Come on, I got it. Look at, I told you guys that most of the information you need will be on your CAS. Okay, so yeah, if you don't have your CAS, it's very difficult to make this application. So this is my sponsor license number, sponsor address. Let's go back to the CAS. The CAS will show us the address. Okay, where is my sponsor address? Let me see. You see, I told you guys that your CAS will have this qualification or this level, so that you will not have to be confused. So academic course RKF 7. Okay, where is Queen Mary address? Okay, so this is the address here, 67 link stop. Here is the postcode. The city is London. That's London. So you save and continue. Wow, what type of sponsor will you be studying with? I'm going to be studying with a higher education provider. Thank you. The register of student sponsors sets out what type of sponsor each institution on the register. A higher education provider with a track record of compliance will have the status of general student sponsor track record. Higher education provider with a track record of compliance. Oh, whoa, sorry. It has to be a track record of compliance, okay? I did a video about why your visa could be rejected, and I literally explained what this higher education provider with a track record of compliance means. If you don't understand what that means, check out that video, because we cannot go through all of this. Education provider, yeah, so with a track record of compliance, because they have to comply with all the requirements. Primary sites of study. Is this the site where the majority of your study will take place? So because there are different, some schools have different campuses, especially like Queen Mary. Queen Mary has like 4 different campuses. You're going to have to confirm the campus in which you're going to study at, okay? And usually, I think your CAS should share the address of the campus where you would study. Mine is Lincoln Inns Field. So yes, this is the campus that I'm going to study at. Queen Mary main campus is at Mile End, but the address on my CAS showed Lincoln's Inn Field, because that's where I'm going to be studying at. Did you apply for your course through Ucas? No, I did it on my own. But if you apply through Ucas, please indicate yes. Ucas is the University and Colleges Admission Service. organization whose main role is to operate the application process for British universities. Most undergraduate and some postgraduate students apply to universities through the Ucas website. Okay, I didn't do Ucas, I didn't use Ucas, so we have to continue. If you needed ATAS, we've already talked about what you need or what ATAS means and how you need it. Do you need to obtain permission for the ATAS? No, I don't, but if you do, say yes, okay? If you do, they are going to ask you for the ATAS reference number because you cannot proceed if you do not have it. So I'll say no because I don't need it. Will you be receiving money from an official financial sponsor for your continuing studies? If you say yes, they're going to ask you for the... If you are being wholly sponsored by an official financial sponsor, how will you prove this? My student sponsor has confirmed this information on my CAS letter of official financial sponsorship. I am not being wholly sponsored. So yeah, like when I was applying as a Children's Scholar, I was being wholly sponsored. So I had selected that I'm going to provide a letter of official financial sponsorship, okay? Or if your CAS confirms this, if your university is sponsoring you, they'll probably just put in your CAS. But if you had told them ahead of time that you're not going to be full, you have a sponsor, they may also have to provide that in your CAS. But if you're partly sponsored or you're not being wholly sponsored, you can just say I am not being wholly sponsored. So, but if you're not sponsored at all, just say no. We're gonna put no. Just know that they're asking for your proof of sponsorship. Name of sponsor institution, school, college, institute. Okay, so I'm going to put Queen Mary University of London. That's your university. Because what qualifications will you get? You know your CAS has already identified your qualifications, so you have to find it. Okay, see it here. Whoa. RQF7. Please don't make a mistake because I was looking at this one. If you're going to do a degree course, is RQF7/ this is the equivalent. So do not make a mistake. Are you going to be a student union sabbatical officer? No. But if you're going to be, remember that if you're going to be a student union sabbatical officer, you don't need to show proof of funds, obviously, because they're going to be paying you. A sabbatical officer is a full-time officer elected by the members of a student union, usually at a higher education establishment. So you see, if you're going to need that, then you will not need to provide proof of sponsorship. But I'm not going to be, so just say no. Anyways, so you're going to provide your course start date. Just say my course started in September, 14 September. So I'm just going to put that. Course end date, I'm just going to put 14/09. Because all these details, you would need them to know how much your surcharge will cost and all of that. Accommodation payments. Have you or your parents' legal guardian already paid any money to your sponsor for accommodation? If you have paid for accommodation, if you say yes, they're going to ask you how much, and my sponsor has confirmed this information on CAS. You have receipts. How can you prove this? If you have receipts, you have to upload. If you don't have receipts, if this information is on your CAS, then you're going to... Let's even go back to that CAS because CAS usually provide a lot of information. We do not include the £300 accommodation deposit, 0. Course fees paid to date, 0. So if you pay a deposit for your course, your CAS is going to state here. If you pay accommodation fee, your CAS is going to state here. So if you have paid for your accommodation, you provide the details. If you have not, so I'm just going to say no because as at the time I applied, I never paid anything for my accommodation, but I had confirmed my accommodation offer. What is your course fees? Okay, like I already showed you guys the amount. It was, I can't remember how much, but I'm just going to put 350, 23,950. Make sure you put the exact cost amount, okay? Have you or your parents or legal guardian already paid these fees? I'm going to say no. I never paid, but if you have paid, you say yes. If you have paid, they're going to ask you for the proof. Obviously, if you have paid, it will be on the CAS. So usually, when your university sends you this CAS document, I think UKVI also has it because UKVI is the one that issues the CAS reference number. So they'll have all the details. So once you say my sponsor has confirmed this information on my CAS, then you know that they have the details. I'm just going to say no. You must show that you have enough money to cover your course fees and living costs for you and any dependents. Are any of the funds required for this application in the form of a student loan? I'd say no. If it is, just say yes. Are all of the maintenance funds required for this application in a bank account with your name on it? Now, if you have a proof of funds and it is already in your bank account, you would say yes, okay? If you don't, say no. Are you relying on money held in an account under your parents or legal guardian? If it is the money for your parents, if the money in your parents' account, you just, or legal guardian, you say yes. I'll just use my parents. They'll now say, do you have permission from your parents? You say yes. How can you prove they are your parents? Birth certificate, adoption, court document. I'll just use birth certificate, okay? So yeah, otherwise you put no, okay? If you needed to add more information about your application but were not able to, you can write it here. If there is no further information you want to add, click the save button. So usually this is a maximum of 1000 characters. It is not a lot. If you have any discrepancies in your application or your documents, maybe one of your documents has a wrong date of birth, you can clarify it here, or something. Or maybe change of name, you can always clarify it here. Wow, look at all the things we have done so far. We are making progress. I did try. Come on, this is a lot we have done so far. This is all the details, so that if you check and some information is not correct, then you can change it, correct it. Wow. So let's see. Continue. Now this is the document. Evidence showing the required maintenance fund. You must provide evidence showing that you have the required maintenance funds to cover living costs and fees for you. Okay? You know that we've already done the calculation. It is £1,334 if you're living in London for a month. And UKVI needs at least 9 months of that. And if you're living outside London, it's about £1,023. Okay? If you're living outside London. So you will need that for 9 months, times 9 months. And if you have any outstanding tuition fees, then you're going to add that, because you have to prove that you'll be able to pay your tuition for at least 1 year. If your course is 3 years, then you would need for at least 1 year. They need at least 1 year, okay? Tuition. Enter details about the financial evidence you will send. You will be able to provide details of several evidences if you need to. What evidence is accepted? Your bank or other financial institution must use electronic records and be regulated in the country where it operates. We may check your evidence with your bank or financial institution. I've had people ask me, Couscous, will they confirm the banks? Will they confirm that I have the money in the bank? Will they confirm details that guys? Of course they will confirm. Okay? They say here, we may check your evidence with your bank or financial institution. That means they may or may not check. But how do you know when they will check and if they will check yours? So please don't take any chances. So they're going to ask you, we may check. So financial institution as a bank or building. So I'm just going to provide the name of a bank in Nigeria. Let's say I'm going to use that of United Bank for Africa. Type of evidence. Type of statement from a personal bank or building society account, building society password, letter from a bank, building society. So I'm just going to say statement from a personal bank, because that's like the statement of account. Do you want to add more evidence? If the sponsorship is from your parents or employer, they will need that letter of sponsorship. Okay, so let's say if you say yes, mandatory document. These documents are mandatory and you must provide them as part of your application. Tick the box to agree that you will provide each document. The passport or travel document for Kuseme is from Nigeria. You say yes. This is the only mandatory document they need from me. Other documents. So, if you do not provide these documents, your application may be delayed or refused. The birth certificate for Kuseme is I provided that. This must be a full birth certificate that shows the names of both of your parents. This is because I had said my parents are going to be my financial sponsor. And they asked me, will you be able to prove that they are your parents? I said yes. So that's why they need this birth certificate. Statement from a personal bank or building society. You see, I already said United Bank for Africa. So I'm going to provide statement of account for UBA. A letter of permission from your legal guardian parents confirming use of their money. I told you guys, If I had said I was going to use my personal account, they will probably not ask me to provide all these documents. If you provided any qualification evidence to your sponsor for them to issue your cards, you must submit this evidence, including translators. For example, you might have sent your sponsor your certificate of qualification or transcript of result. So yeah, this is your education documents that you may need to submit, like your degree certificate, your transcript, your first school living certificate showing your English language, or your IELTS certificate. However, when you submit this your visa application form, they are going to show you your document checklist. So you will see the mandatory ones and the optional ones at the end of it. After you submit your application, you must provide your documents to our commercial partner. You can provide your documents by uploading copies of your documents yourself through our commercial partner's website for free, or taking your documents to your appointment where our commercial partner will scan them for you for a fee. When I was doing my visa application, after I submitted my application, all I needed to do is go to TLS website and upload my documents by myself. I ain't giving anybody no money. But if you do not know how to do it, you can just take it to them and they'll do it for you for a fee, okay? If you choose to pay for the assisted scanning service, all documents, originals or copies, need to be A4 size, or you may be charged to make them suitable for scanning. I know that my call to bar certificate is always very long. It is not A4. So usually before I scan it, they have to reduce the size to an A4 size. Now, you may need to be tested for tuberculosis. If your test shows that you do not have TB, you will be given a certificate which is valid for 6 months from the date of your x-ray. Include this certificate with your UK visa application. Check if you need to get tested. So in the previous video I made in the visa series, we went through all the countries that require tuberculosis test certificate, and the almighty Nigeria was there. When they were mentioning countries that were exempt from providing proof of funds, you will not see Nigeria inside them. When they need countries to provide TB test certificate, you see Nigeria there. So if you want to know if you need a TB certificate, you have to click this link and check. Otherwise, you can watch that video, the previous videos, and would see if your application needs, if you need a TB. Usually, your TB certificate must be valid for not more than 6 months. For instance, if you want to apply for your visa in 1st August and you do your TB test in January, it is too long, okay? So usually do your TB test at least a month or 2 or 3 before you do your visa application, okay? TB in Nigeria, if you go for your TB test, the result comes out the same day. Your certificate comes out the same day, okay? So, but if your application is positive, that means you have TB in your system, tuberculosis in your bloodstream. You may need to treat it and come back 6 weeks later for a test. That means if you do not do your TB test on time, you may not be able to apply for your visa on time, because if it comes out negative, or if it comes out positive or inconclusive, you will have to wait for another 6 weeks to reapply. So please take that into consideration. So we're going to save and move forward. So yeah, we're done with documentation. So these are the documents I will need. I literally have all these documents. But if you don't have, this is a guide for you to go get those documents, okay? Conditions. If your application is successful, there will be conditions on your visa or leave to remain. This will include, for example, whether you are able to work in the UK. If you stay in the UK without permission, you can be detained, you can be prosecuted, fined or imprisoned. You can be removed and banned from returning to the UK. You will not be allowed to work. You will not be able to rent a home in England. Jesus. You will not be able to claim any benefits and can be prosecuted if you try to. You can be charged by the NHS for medical treatment. You can be denied access to a bank account. DVLA can prevent you from driving by taking away your driving license. Oh my God. Is this worth it? If you do not stick to your visa conditions, this is the penalty. It is too much penalty, okay? Don't let this happen to you. So you say, I can confirm that I understand and accept these conditions. You continue. Declaration. Yeah, we are making progress. Yay! Declaration. By sending this application, you confirm that to the best of your knowledge and belief the following is correct. The information relating to the application, the supporting evidence. So you read all of these. I can confirm that I am the applicant, age 18 or over. I am the parent, so you tick depending. I am submitting the form, so you tick depending on your status. Okay, so they say check your answers to ensure that everything is correct. So you must pay your immigration health surcharge. We've already mentioned how much. We calculated how much each person should pay depending on your circumstances. If you haven't watched that, you go watch the previous ones. You will see how to calculate your health surcharge. You must pay your immigration health surcharge before you can complete your visa application. You will pay your IHS on another website, then return to this site to complete and pay for your application. So if you want to pay for your IHS, then you can just go to IHS website. They're going to redirect us to the IHS website. Pay towards your health care in the UK. Okay, you may need to pay for IHS cost. The healthcare surcharge is 624 per year of the visa for customers aged 18 years and over, and is payable in full to cover length of the visa being applied for. Example, a person making a 5-year visa application would pay 624 times 5. Okay, for customers under the age of 18 or who are applying as a student, as a dependent of a student, or for the Tier 5 Youth Mobility Scheme, a reduced rate of 470 per year applies. Use this service to pay the healthcare surcharge unless you are applying for your visa online or at a premium center. Get IHS reference number included in your visa application. You will need this even if you don't have to pay. You will need this: your passport, travel document, or biometric residence permit, your payment card. You may be exempt from paying the healthcare surcharge, but you still need an IHS reference number. And I said when I was applying as a children's scholar, we didn't have to pay. We still had to do this process, okay? Because you need IHS reference number whether you're going to pay or not. Missing details. Add where you are planning to stay. Add your course start date. This is a fresh application entirely. Add the location of your course. So you're going to add here. I'm going to be staying in London. Are you applying from within the UK? No. Are you applying to stay in the Isle of Man? No. This is a really long application, to be honest. My title is Miss. Course start dates. Are you applying to continue on the same course for which you were last given at? Say no. Please answer that. Is your course NKF 7? Yes. Is your course a master's degree? Yes. Is your course for 13 months or less? Yes. They are gonna give me more money. This is it. This is what makes them give me more money. The information taken from your visa application can be changed or removed. If you'd like to change or remove this information, you must start your visa application again. So this is it. Are you applying to join or remain with a person already in UK? I'd say no. If you want to say yes. You don't have any dependents. These details are correct. If you have dependents, please say you have. Declaration. If I give false information, I or person name on this application could be stopped from entering the UK now or in the future. Hey! Required to leave or removed from the UK. Required to pay. Don't lie. So you say I agree. I told you people. Payment summary. Immigration health surcharge. £931. Okay. It's USD. That's why. Wanted to give me heart attack. It's USD. I thought it was pounds. So you can pay now. You have to pay. So you can really not know how much you're going to pay until I don't have money. This is how you should pay, okay? If you do not pay for this health surcharge, you cannot make progress, unfortunately. So I think this is where we are going to stop because I ain't gonna pay nada. But once you make payment for your immigration health surcharge, they are going to redirect you to your visa application and you're going to be able to submit the application. So let's see if we can go back. I cannot pay $900, so I don't have that such money. So, but if you're a children's scholar at this point, they'll just say zero amount. Okay, so this is where we are. Because if you do not make payment, you cannot make progress. So this is where you have to pay for your visa. You see, I cannot progress. So, but let's see if we can access these further actions. I can't access this further actions. This after you have paid your immigration health surcharge, you'll be redirected to save and continue. And usually this further action is something like notifying you that you need to book an appointment for your biometric residence permit and the documents you need to upload, that you also need to upload your documents. All the documents they had told you before, those are the documents you will need to upload. So when you're done with that, you can now submit your visa application. If you cannot provide, if you do not have the money now, you can also just return to this application letter. Application saved. Use this link below to return to your application. So you can literally just click for them to email this link to you or return to your application. Okay, you must return to your application within 10 weeks or it will be deleted to protect your privacy. Did you hear that? I'm shouting, Ambi. Sorry. You can also download your PAT application. Okay, so you can tell them to email this link to you or return to your application whenever you want. So, and then you can sign out. Okay, you have signed out. Use the link emailed to you to return to your application. So guys, that is it. That is how to make an application for UK student visa. I feel like we have done so much. Thank you for staying with me. I'm literally exhausted. This shows that this application is a very long one, so you need tenacity. I would advise you don't sit at a go to apply. Okay, you can do what we just did, do all the application and then save it, take a break, go somewhere, clear your head, and then come back to pay for the surcharge and submit your application, because it's a long one and you need to be very careful so that you ensure that all the details you submit is correct, because if you submit with errors, you will not be able to correct it. But now that the application is still here, you can always correct any errors. All you need to do is change any information you want to change before you submit. I hope this video has been helpful. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Look at me, I am very exhausted. I need to drink some water. So let me know in the comment section if this video was helpful. If you have any questions, provide it in the comment section. And I use the UKVI website. I am not a visa application agent. This video is just to show you guys how to apply and the possible questions you'll be getting in your visa application. So I'm sure that is helpful. Please share it to people you know it will help. Please share it all over the place. I want this video to have really good views. I want this video to help a lot of people out there, because I know a lot of people have issues with their visa application. So please do well to share, like this video, drop a comment appreciating your girl. Your girl is trying. Your girl is trying. It has taken me more than an hour to shoot this video. The other visa series, it took me more than 2 hours to shoot it. So guys, your girl is trying. Appreciate your girl in the comment section. In fact, if you click the link to my bio site on the description box, you can actually just support your girl, because a girl is tired. I hope that this was really helpful. You can support me by booking for a consultation with me. You can support me through the link in my bio with a PayPal account, and my PayPal account is there. So guys, that's it. Purchase my services. Use the links in the description box, the affiliate links in the description box, and sign up for those services so that both of us can benefit from them. I love you guys, and thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Do well to watch every other video of mine that is going to help you. If you have any other video requests, please drop it in the comment section, and I'll do well to do that video just for you guys. Thank you for watching. Girl, it's tired. Oh my god. A round of applause. I did try. I did try. I was still recording my screen. I did try. Please put in the comment section, couscous, you did try. If you don't appreciate me, I'll appreciate myself. I will appreciate myself, because what? This is some effort. Anyways, bye guys. Bye bye.